All right, so this is the skills practice for the mean, median, mode, range, min, max, 25th, 75th percentile, and then how is your data skewed? And we're going to do all 7 of these. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail on all of them. I'm going to kind of talk through the first one, and the rest of them you're kind of just going to see answers and a little bit of words. So you do want to try this on your own first. Go through, see what you get for all of these answers, and then come and check and see if there's ones that don't match. And then you might want to either talk to your instructor, or you can shoot me an email if you think we have a discrepancy with something. So, in number 1, your first thing is always going to be to put these numbers in order least to greatest. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. I have 5 numbers, put them in order. Now, to find the mean, we are going to add them together and divide by 5. So when I add them all together, I get 24. So this is the mean. I get 24, I divide by 5, and that gives me 4.8. Now, you can see that no number is here more than any other, so we would say there is no mode, or none. The minimum is 2, because it's the smallest number. The maximum is 8, because it's the biggest. The range is the difference between those, which in this case is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. The only thing we have left is the median, number in the middle, small, high, 5 is in the middle. So 5 is the median. And notice how I cut straight to that, which means when I go to find my 25th percentile, I don't use the 5 because 5 is cut. So I look at just these 2 numbers, and the 25th percentile is going to be between them, which in this case would be 2.5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. Similarly, on the right side, I cut between 6 and 8, and my 75th percentile will be 7. 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Now, because my median is 5, and my mean is 4.8, when you think about a number line for those, I don't know why I put bars on that. Okay, we're going to have the mean is 4.8. So the mean is to the left. That means this is skewed left. Number 2, first put them in order. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 6. And go through the answers. So the mean, I add them all up and divide, I end up with 3.375. The mode. Now there are 3 modes. 1, 4, and 6 all have the same. Some people say if you have more than 2, you would really say no mode because so many have the same value. The minimum, smallest number is 1. The maximum, biggest number is 6. That leads to a range of 5, difference between the smallest and the biggest. Now when you're going to look for your median is the number in the middle, and it slices right here. So the median we find to be 3.5. 25th percentile slices between the 1s and the 2s, and we get 1.5. 75th percentile slices between the 4 and the 6 and is 5. Notice 2 numbers between each vertical line, and that should always be the case. Now, because the median is greater than the mean, think about it on a number line. The mean's on this side, the median's on that side. It's all about where the mean is. This data is skewed left. Number 3, we only have 4 numbers, 8, 10, 12, 14. Not too horrible for this one. When you find the mean, you add them all up and you divide, you get a mean of 11. When you look for a mode, no numbers appear more than any other, so we have none. My minimum number is 8. My maximum number is 14. The difference between those is known as the range. 14 minus 8 is 6. When I go to find my median, I chop through the middle. My median is 11. My 25th percentile chops here. My 25th is 9. 75th chops between here and is 13. Between vertical lines, you can see there is 1 data point between each side. Now, because the median and the mean are the same, this data is symmetric. Number 4. Put them in order. 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7. When I'm finding the mean, I add them all up and divide by 6, and I get 4.67. The mode, well, 5 is there 2 times, so the mode is 5. The minimum, which is my smallest number, is 2. The maximum, which is my biggest number, is 7. The difference between those is known as the range, and 7 minus 2 is 5. When I go to find the rest of my pieces, my, what's the word I'm looking for, median, cuts through the middle. Cuts through here, 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So my median is 5. When I look at the front half of my data, cuts through the 3, so my 25th percentile is 3. On the upper half, my 75th cuts through the 6. You will see there's one data point between each vertical line. Now, because if we look at a number line, my mean falls to the left of my median, this data is skewed left. Number 5, put them in order. 1, 1, 1, 2, 4, 6, 6. When I look for the mean, I add them all together, get 21, divided by the 7 numbers, and my mean is a nice easy 3. Mode, well, you can see the number 1 is there 3 times. 1 is also my minimum number. My biggest number is 6. The difference between those is known as the range, and 6 minus 1 is 5. When I go to find my median, I chop through the middle number, which is 2. You see, when I do that, I have 3 numbers in front of the 2 and 3 numbers after the 2. When I go to find my 25th percentile, it cuts through here. So the 25th percentile is 1, which is also the minimum and also the mode. And my 75th percentile cuts through the median of the upper half, and the 75th is 6th. You see, one data point between each vertical line. Number 6. Now we get a few more numbers here. So again, put them in order. 2, 6, 6, 9, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we should have 9 numbers. Double check. Yep, I have 9. Now when I go to find the mean, I add them all together, I get 86. When I take 86 and divide it by 9, I get 9.56. The mode, what number appears most often? Well, 6 is there twice, 9 is there twice. There are 2, so we call that bimodal. The minimum, my smallest number is 2. My biggest number is 15, and the difference between those, which is the range, the 15 minus 2 is 13. When I go to find my median, I chop through the middle number, which is this 9. 4 numbers in the front, 4 numbers after. So my median is 9. Now to find my 25th percentile, I'm going to cut halfway through the front half. So it goes between the 6's. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So my 25th percentile is 6. On the upper half, I cut through, and my 75th is the average of 13 and 14, which would be 13.5. Notice 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers, 2 numbers. Same number of data points between each vertical line. And the last one. There are a lot of these numbers, and I think it's best if we put them in numerical order first. So I typed them least to greatest because at least then they all fit on one line. If I tried to draw them in, it just never would work. So okay, we have this. Now we have a few more numbers. We have 16. When I find my mean, I add them all together, I get 802. 802 divided by 16 gives me 50.125, right? Somewhere in here. All right, mode. Well, what number appears most often? Well, 23 is there twice and 24 is there twice. So again, we have a bimodal data set with 2 modes, 23 and 24. My smallest number is 4. My biggest number is 104. The difference between those is known as the range, and my range is 100. So now we want to find my minimum, or my median, excuse me. Oh, I didn't talk about this one being skewed. The mean is greater than the median. It's skewed right. Sorry about that. Okay, going back to this one. So when I want to find my median, I have 16 numbers. So when I want to find the median, I got to go to the middle. My middle number falls between 32 and 42 because I have 8 numbers here, 8 numbers here. So to find my median, 32 plus 42 is 74. Divided by 2, my median is 37. Okay, so now to find my 25th percentile, I've got to find the median of my front scores. Well, that's between 23 and 24. So for 25th, 23 plus 24 is 47, divide by 2, and I get 23.5. To find my 75th, it's going to lie between 77 and 88, which gives me 165 divided by 2, which is 82.5. Now you can see 4 numbers, 4 numbers, 4 numbers, 4 numbers. Again, my vertical line for 25th, 50th, and 75th percentiles break my data up into 4 equal sections. And that is the end of the skills practice for descriptive statistics. Oh, wait. This mean, compare mean to the median. The mean is greater. It's going to be on the right, so this data is also skewed right.